Welcome back, YouTube. So tomorrow is the big day, the big update, the measuring stick that we're going to use to determine what the next 30 days are going to look like, and ultimately how they're going to handle the rest of the year. We know that the initial trend that they projected is broken. You know that we're supposed to be at 0.25 by the end of the year, and as we also expected, at least here on this channel, that is not going to be the case. We are looking at somewhere between a 0.75 and a full point tomorrow. Now, the Fed has not shocked the market and been more aggressive this entire time. So typically, whatever has been the topic of discussion or what was expected, that's what the Fed has went with. They have not been aggressive, and obviously they haven't been aggressive enough to combat inflation. So typically, they will go with what is expected. So if they continue that trend tomorrow, we're looking at a 0.75. And I do believe the market, for the most part, has already priced that in. Now, if they come out and say, hey, look, we're being more aggressive, we're going with a full point tomorrow, then you can expect some more sell-offs and a red day overall. I want to talk about the price action here that we see for Doge. I want to point out something here as well. A lot of you ask, why do I use the 21 and 50-day moving averages? And because I'm long-term on Doge, I'm looking for stronger movements, not so much things in the short term, but it kind of just gives me an idea of trends and stuff like that. And you can see here, you'll have a 21 and a 50-day cross right here. Literally on this green stick, you see the rejection here, and immediately we start getting this downward trend. So you can label that a death cross or however you wish to, but typically when you see these types of crosses, you'll see the movement generally in that direction. And this is literally what has happened. But we have found support. We have not went down to those previous lows down here, like around like 5 cents. We've gotten decent rejections, and we're hovering around that 6 cent level, which is pretty much the median for Doge right now. And I expect that to continue unless we get some dramatic rate hike or something like that. Maybe tomorrow that can be a huge catalyst to have our sell-off, but for the most part, retail is still holding on. We're looking at mostly just institutions rebalancing portfolios and things like that are swinging these positions and stuff around. So it's not really shorts that's coming in. It's not really retail selling. This is more of like a rebalancing a lot of the titans in the arena. So, but just for safety's sake, let's just take a look here at the shorts and see what they have going on. Yeah, so shorts are literally going sideways. So this is not any of the spikes and stuff that we're seeing, or even if we do see a dip down, this isn't short volume here. We do see a slight increase on the 21-day, but nothing dramatic here to cause like a serious swing. And today they actually retracted a little bit. So shorts are pretty much I won't say stagnant, but they're sideways. We'll take a look here at BTC. Yeah, BTC is right here on support, right around that 18 mark. Now, if we do break below, especially around the 17.8, we've got some rejections from down here, then we're probably looking at around 14K. And if we get the full point tomorrow, that's certainly not off of the table. Again, I do believe that Bitcoin is not near its max pain, so you can certainly see a further breakdown in that asset. But as of right now, the 18 level is certainly holding up. So that is good for both of them. Doge is hanging around at 6 level. Bitcoin is around at around its 18 level. So they're not threatening a breakthrough just yet. But as we know, for the most part, at least up until today, the market was relatively slow or declining because most people are waiting on the official news from the Fed to kind of get an idea of what kind of month we're going to have, what type of aggression level is the Fed is going to have going forward. So if we take a look here, I'm going to go, what's the SPY? Yep, so we'll see SPY. We're looking for, we've gotten a few rejections here off of the 380 level. And this is all going to be dependent on tomorrow. So tomorrow is the big day. That's why I started this video mentioning that. This is what's going to determine what kind of market we're going to have here, especially here in the short term, whether or not we're going to have a deeper consolidation. And remember, even if we do get a negative month in the charts, that 8.3%, 8.2%, that's a long way from 2-3%. So we have to have many months of retraction here to kind of get us back to like a normal area. And I think people were a little jumping the gun a little bit last time when we had that progressive month and kind of like declaring victory and during their victory lap, and even the Fed did the same thing. And it's simply not the case here. So we're going to have to kind of measure that in tomorrow to kind of get like an idea overall of the markets. But I think that go back. I think that ultimately the aggression level that they're going to have to take, I think they're going to provide us a lot of opportunities. I think the coins that are closer and the assets that are closer to max pain are going to trend sideways while this thing works itself out. I think the ones that still have some room to go, like a Bitcoin and stuff like that, you're going to see further sell-off. So you can certainly see assets even like a Doge or even like an Ethereum that can consolidate like further downward, but not something as extreme as Bitcoin. So I do think Bitcoin, because it's held up a lot by institutions, and it reacts first still with crypto, but for the most part it is, I won't say sheltered, but it doesn't consolidate at the speed as which the other coins do. We will see that the market cap is obviously much higher, so you have like a lot of bigger players in there, but we have like some of the cheaper coins, they'll consolidate much more rapidly and get to that 80-85% mark a lot faster than something like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still the market leader, but that 85% correction typically takes it a little more time. So there's certainly some room there to further consolidate. But again, this is all tied until tomorrow. So of course, we'll be covering it tomorrow. If you want to hear from me, just subscribe to the channel, check out the video. I'll be posting tomorrow after we get the official announcement. Check out Moomoo for payment for order flow free trading. I'll have a link in the description section for them. Subscribe to the channel. If you want my trades, my information, my Patreon link is in the description section as well. I will see you guys in the next video, and have a good night.